Hey everybody, and welcome to another video with Spartan 086, and today we're doing another customised version of the M1 Abrams. Woo woo! So, Forces Valor only did one type of version of the M1, or one grade of the M1, which was the M1A1. I've already covered that and did a history of the vehicle, so I don't really need to go into that. So what I've been doing is, obviously, I've got extra vehicles and I always think, what can I do to make them better? Easiest thing is upgrade them. So I took this M1A1 and turned it into an M1A2, and I've made it into an M1A2 Tusk 2 version, which is similar to the other ones. Big difference here, it's all green. Why is that, you say? Because I decided to make this one into a version of what the Americans could use if there was ever another war in Europe, and they decided to help out. So with this version, obviously you can see you have the ERA plates at the side and a wee bit of tank netting added. The same at the side of the turret, obviously you've got the extra plate. You'll see that obviously it's the same as the desertised version that I've got. You've got the command ballistic protection, extra 50 cal, and you've got a jimpy here. Obviously for the Americans, it's a Mike 240 Bravo. So as part of the kit that is issued to the Americans, not just the 135 kit that I've used for conversion, you do get a 50 cal here, which is to help in urban environments. Toolbars here, and obviously you've got the extra generator here and extra place for kit and that to be put on the vehicle. The whole idea behind the TUSK system, as it's named, is the Tank Urban Survival Kit, was found in Iraq. Because all the things that were going on, they found that the vehicles had become very vulnerable to the insurgents. Now, the guys had become quite smart at close quarter combat and realising that tanks are designed for out in the plains, fighting and smashing. In an urban environment, it can't do that. It's pretty much blind. So they could sneak up, put an RPG into the engine block, make it almost like a mobility kill, taking out the engine. It can't really move, the tank is then vulnerable, and they could hit it. The other thing that they learned to do, obviously, with the armour of the Abrams, was it's that amazing British design of Chobham, which the Americans called Winchester. Chobham was designed as one of the most impenetrable types of armour there is, and the idea was it was hit, the shell wouldn't penetrate because of the toughness of the ceramics, steel. There was said to be titanium, and vibranium, I know from the Avengers, titanium and rubber, and the whole idea was it absorbed the impact and it wouldn't be able to penetrate. Now the Russians get quite keen on learning about this and developed the RPG-29. The RPG-29 was designed to hit, obviously, the armour here or anywhere on the vehicle and peach through, but it really couldn't do that with Chobham. It was found that even with a tandem warhead, sometimes the thickness of the Chobham or Winchester was too much, so then they started looking at other ways, and they tended to look for the vulnerable spots, which was here at the front where the armour's not as thick, or at the sides. So obviously they fire the RPG-29, which is a tandem warhead, which means it's got two warheads. So first warhead comes along, strikes the vehicle and breaches the side armour, but not a full breach, it disables it almost. So it hits, blang, done. The armour is now destroyed, but it's saved the crew. But falling almost immediately behind is the other warhead, which then smashes through into the vehicle and explodes, most likely killing the crew as well as the tank. So obviously with this now, they had to think, right, big thing, now we'll put on Tusk with the ERA. So the round comes in, ERA destroys that, the next warhead comes in and it's destroyed. It still can't penetrate the armour. Good idea. So that's what the Americans came up with. The British did it as well, obviously, with the Charlie 2, with the test system. They put a large amount of ERA on, and they did the same again, obviously, with the initial invasion during Operation Iraqi Freedom, or Operation Telic for the Brits. So this vehicle here, you see, it's got all the same things as the desertised version that I had of the Tusk 2, but it's a wee bit different, obviously, with the fact that excuse me, it's got tank netting on the sides and around the vehicle. It's got a very different ECM system in play. As you see, it's got the two main masts here, and then it's got this version. Now that version, I decided after watching a Humvee being tested with it, that possibly the Yanks would put this on their Abrams. If they did or didn't, it's not really a biggie. It's something that's there now and is in play. So I hope you liked the video on this, guys. Just thought I'd add something up for guys to look at and see. It's not just about me showing off my stuff, it's about giving you guys ideas. If you see something like that and you're like, wow, I never thought of doing that, they are very easy to do with the 135 kits. You can do your own wee versions, do your own wee thing that suits what you want. I like this. I've still got a wee bit to do on it, a wee bit more painting to do, and there's some stars to put on. Obviously I'm going to be putting a white star here, and obviously some unit insignia for the crew. I'm still thinking about whether or not to put a stars and stripes on the top. Obviously if you see in the European Army games that the Americans do in Germany, with the tank competitions, they usually have a stars and stripes flying for the tanks. I was thinking of putting that on the antennas, which are both folded down at the back here and there. So hope you guys like it. Obviously, like to say to people, please like the videos and subscribe. If you have any comments, obviously put them down. I do answer as much as I can. The pictures do go up in the Instagram account, which is my model tanks of Spartan 086. So wherever you are in the world, please take care, and until the next one, have a good one. Bye.